Hi, and welcome to Broke and Bougie. As you can see, I'm fresh out of the shower and ready to get made up for the day. I'm so excited to be continuing my blood sugar lookbook, and today's look is gonna look totally different from what we did last time. So this morning I went in with my Lush Imperialis skin cream, and it's nice, but I feel like it just doesn't hydrate my sensitive spots enough. I have seborrheic dermatitis, so I have oil here, dry skin here, and sensitive little patches that will peel if they're not hydrated enough here. So we have to get creative when dealing with my skin. So now it's time for primer. First, I'm gonna go in with my Master Prime by Face Studio Maybelline primer. This is a deluxe sample. I really like it for my cheeks because it hydrates them and it makes foundation last all day, except we're not doing foundation today, so this is mostly just to lock in my face cream, my moisturizer, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna put this on the sensitive spots on my face as well, just to make sure that we are appropriately hydrated. And I just massage this in until it feels a little sticky, because that's how we know it's ready. All right. Now you may have noticed, Katie, you didn't prime like most of the rest of your face. That's where this L'Oreal primer comes in. Because I have the combination skin, I use a combination of primers. So this is another Broke buy. It is L'Oreal Infallible Matte Lock, and I like this fine. It doesn't really seem to help me with the oil as much as I would like, because I still get broken apart foundation at the end of the day. But since we're just doing concealer on certain spots of my face, this should be fine. It does have a slight blurring effect, and it does help my foundation last longer, just not as long as I would like. And finally, we're going in with our last primer. This is NYX Pore Filler. It's a decent dupe for Benefit Porefessional. So I'm just gonna put this on my T-zone so I have nice blurred pores, and then we can look flawless without foundation. Alright, moving on to concealer. We are using my Bougie by Classic Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light. And going in with my fingers, my ring finger, because it's the weakest finger, so it's gentlest on your under eye area. And the heat of your fingers will help the cream to blend in naturally with your skin. And on less makeup days, you don't have to do this whole YouTube triangle on your face for the highlight. I just have very rosy skin, so I like to control where I'm rosy. I also don't have a very prominent chin, so I like to highlight down here to make that pop a little bit more. And I'm just gonna set that concealer with my Rimmel Stay Matte Broke by, and this was an Ultra brush, but the name is rubbed off. But it looks like this. Let me show you. It's a flat tapered brush, but it has kind of a dome head, and I really like it just for getting under the eyes. Why am I using this brush? There we go. And I like to use stamping motions instead of sweeping at first, because for whatever reason, this brush or this powder tends to pull whatever liquid item, whatever liquid product I used on my face. So if I stamp, it doesn't pull it as much. I'm going in again with my Broke By from NYX. This is the eyebrow powder pencil in soft brown. I'm just blending up with tiny strokes with my spoolie. And sometimes I will just take my finger and run it under my brow, just to kind of sharpen the edge, because your girl ain't afraid of broke hacks either. Alright, it's everybody's favorite time, eyes! Using this Real Techniques brush. It's got more of an angled kind of situation going on, and I really like it for sweeping MAC Paint Pot over the eyes. And I like using a brush because it gives me a little more control, applying all the way up to the brow bone so I don't get it in my brows. Because we're not trying to prime our brows now. Yay! Now it's time to open up Blood Sugar by Jeffree Star Cosmetics. And today I want to play in the bronzy browns and kind of go for like a really sweet looking nude. So first I'm going in with my favorite to set the primer, Glucose. And she's got a little fallout, but I don't mind that with a matte base. Oh, look at that pigment. All my colors are gonna pop on top of that. Do we see? All right, there are so many beautiful colors. I think I'm gonna take Sugarcane all over the lid and up into the crease. Ooh, and this brush is a Broke By. This is by Sonia Kashuk. It came in a set. This was kind of before Taylor had her Look What You Made Me Do snake moment. And after her snake moment, I was even more in love with these than I was already. If you see a Sonia Kashuk kit and you really want it, but it's $40, I would highly recommend waiting a little bit, because I was able to get this for 50% off, and these are the only brushes I use. It's available at Target, in case you were wondering. Again, there's a little bit of fallout, but I really don't mind. And when I say fallout, it's in the pan, not on my face. But I really don't mind because these just blend so beautifully. And I'm gonna take this all the way up till under my brow, because Mama's got hooded lids and I have all of this space to make look receded. There we go. Now the whole area just looks kind of lightly shaded and it's really beautiful. I'm gonna go in with Cake Mix, which is this one. And this is gonna be a beautiful transition shade. And I'm gonna make sure we blend her up so she looks airbrushed. And again, just blending up onto the brow bone. Okay. I want to go in the crease with Ouch. And I'm taking this little pencil brush that was from that Sonia Kashuk kit. And we're gonna see how light I can go while still defining my crease. And as far as making this wing shape, because again, I'm so hooded, what I like to do is I look at this line down here, draw from my eye up, and I make a straight line down from where I want the edge of my wing to be. It looks a little crazy when you close your eyes, but your eyes are open most of the time, so I like to make it look nice for when my eyes are open. Ooh, that is so pretty. Look at that wing. Oh, this palette is heavy. I mean, it is high quality, but boy, can you see my hand shaking? She's heavy. So this is a very nice natural smoky, but I need a little more drama. So we're going in with intravenous right here. We're just gonna gently darken up the innermost part of my crease. And I'm mostly going in my natural crease, and then I'm just blending up a little bit. And I'm making sure to knock off extra product with this color because it's so deep. Deep is for skin tones, it's so dark. And I'm gonna run it under my lash line a little bit. I don't like to do that a whole lot because I have such little lid space up here that putting this under here really closes off my eye. So I kind of just like to put it on the outer corner. And plus, like, that's how Wonder Woman wore her makeup in the movie, so I'm down. Ooh, what do we think? I love this. Ooh, I'm loving this. Now for the lid, I'm going to try Donor, which is this one right here. And I'm just gonna take my finger and pack it on the lid. And then I'm gonna take a clean finger and go into Candy Floss right here and just pop that on the inner corner for a little color. Because I mean, this is blood sugar, baby. We can't do just like a whole bronzy matte look. I mean, you can if that's what floats your goat, do that, but I feel like it's truer to blood sugar to just add a little pink. And that is it for eyeshadow. Sad face, my favorite part. Now I'm gonna go in with kind of an embarrassing bougie buy. This is my Chanel bronzer. It's from Bougie, Healthy Glow Sheer Color. It has broad spectrum SPF sunscreen, and it looks like that. And this is light enough for my skin, so that's good. And this is another Sonia Kashuk brush. This is from her new launch, so this is available and you can buy this at Target. Just gonna swirl it in there. She's a little pigmented, so I'm gonna tap it off for sure. And just swirl it under my cheekbone, going backwards in nice little circles to my ear. What would you call that? For the longest time, I always wondered why my bronzer came out differently on my two cheeks, and I realized I was circling in the same direction on both sides. So I was pulling it back on one side and pushing it forward on the other. So make sure you switch which direction you're rotating, just to make sure it's nice and even. And we go bronze down here, cause one chin is enough, thank you. And then I'm gonna take it up on my temples, toward my hairline, just so it looks like we're evenly bronzed. I always feel like this part is redundant because I have hair over here and nobody's gonna see it, but it just doesn't feel right if I don't bronze over here. Ooh, yes. Ooh, why is it looking so streaky on the monitor? Just gonna blend it out a little more. So let's put that bougie moment away because I got a broke moment coming up next. But that doesn't mean it's low quality. She is so pigmented. This is my trusty Wet n Wild Pearlescent Pink. I believe she is $2.99 at any drugstore you want to go to. She is reportedly a very good dupe for NARS Orgasm. And she has this little gold kind of shimmer in here. I don't know if that's picking up, but it will pick up on my cheeks for sure. So I will do 1, 2, tap it off. Oh, you can hear how cheap the packaging is, but you know what? The product is good, so that's good enough for me. And we're just gonna swirl this kind of on the back part of my cheek, just a little higher up than we did the bronzer. I prefer to do this than going on the apples of my cheeks because I have these lovely chipmunk cheeks and I don't need any more emphasis on the front of my face. Not that I think it's bad or anything, I just like to kind of even out. There we go. I like to even out the balance of my face. See, look at that. Even just with 2 taps, it's almost a little too rosy. So we're gonna keep blending. Now it's time for the second best part, highlight. And I am going in with a Morphe M532 highlight brush. This is really affordable and it's really nice. And this is a bit more bougie. This is my Ofra Nikki Tutorials highlight wheel. And I'm going to be going into the glazed donut section of that. You can buy it in its own individual pot as glazed donut. But I think we're just gonna go all the way light here because sometimes I will mix it with this one to kind of match my skin tone a little better, but I'm feeling glowy today. We're just gonna put it on top of this blush. I think I tapped off too much. There we go. Good morning. I like to take it up kind of on the side of my eye, just for that extra as natural as this highlight looks. A little down the bridge of my nose, and I like to stop just short of my natural tip of my nose to kind of help lift it up a little more, and a little on my cupid's bow. Now guess what I forgot? And I always forget, but it's so important, is lashes. So first I'm going to take my Bougie by Lash Curler. This is from MAC. Now the reason I have a Bougie by for this is because I've heard horror stories of people slicing off their lashes, and that was just not gonna work for me. Now that we're curled, let's go in with a little Lash Paradise. And here's a little trick I like to do is I have seasonal washi tape, so I put this one on from my Valentine's collection, so I know that I bought this in February, and by the end of this month, I'm gonna need a new one. There we go, now my eyes look complete. Now, to go in for lips, I'll be going back into my Jeffree Star Cosmetics Volume 2 Nudes, and I'm going in with I'm Nude, which is the only nude that I've ever been able to find that's actually light enough for my face. And I struggle with my natural lip shape because I kind of have the silent film star thing where it rolls under here. So I like to use lip plumpers to kind of fill that out. But I try to create the illusion of it being straight by overlining a little bit. But it can get into clown lip territory real fast. Okay. I'm loving this nude. This is my first time using it actually. And to top it off, we're gonna go into a Bougie buy of this Buxom full-on plumping lip cream, which I like to use at night as a serum and in the morning to wake up my lips. But this just gives it a little bit of a pink so I don't look quite so dead. I love this as a lip plumper. It smells like vanilla and it has like a minty feel on the lip, and it works quickly and it lasts, and it comes in a huge variety of shades. What more could you ask for? Ooh, I'm living for this. I hope you guys are too. And of course, to seal the deal, we're gonna go in with another Broke by my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Matte Finish Setting Spray. This gets the job done and it's very affordable. Usually I bring a card so I can fan myself till it dries, because that's what Nikki Tutorials does, so that means I should do it. And the shade of gloss on my lips is called White Russian. It's available at Ulta. Well, I just want to thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you and what you're going through in your life. Makeup makes it better. It's okay.